Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Ellen Barrett. And with me today, I have Kyle LaFond, and he's the founder of American Provenance. And we have got a beautiful spread today. Thank you so much for bringing your products, and thank you for being here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. And what made you decide to launch American Provenance?
That's actually a pretty funny and long story. I'm actually a former middle school and high school science teacher.
Very cool.
And if you ever have the opportunity to walk through a middle school hallway at the start of the day, you're going to find it's just this chemical haze. You got boys with their Axe body spray and girls with their perfumes and makeups and everything else. And being in that environment and noting how these kids are at such a kind of a crucial stage of their lives where they're going through a major development phase, being exposed to so many chemicals, I thought that's not right.
Right.
So we basically designed a project where I told the kids to all bring in a product they use every day. We did the research, found out about all the chemicals, why they were in there, what purpose they served, and then I went out and bought a whole bunch of raw materials and had the kids make their own.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like the coolest teacher.
I wouldn't say that. We had a lot of
Wow.
fun.
And so that's kind of how this all began.
Yeah.
How incredible.
It was one of those things where being in my classroom, working in some older schools with
Sure.
a rather poor ventilation, I was breathing everything in myself every day, and just thought we can do better for both my health and my students' health. And yeah, everything kind
Absolutely.
of stemmed from that.
Now, what kind of products do you make? We've got a wide variety of things today.
We make a whole bunch of great stuff, but our primary seller, our biggest mover, is actually our deodorant.
Sure.
There's been a lot published and a lot talked about in terms of the harmful chemicals and materials in deodorants, specifically aluminum and parabens and all kinds of other nasty stuff. So what we try to do, we always try to focus on making simple, minimal ingredient products that are safe and effective.
Oh, that's incredible. And we've also got some sprays, it looks like.
Yeah, body sprays, soaps. We do candles, lip balms.
Oh my gosh.
For guys, we do beard balms. Not so much for the girls, I guess. But then some products for the home as well in terms of wood conditioner and leather conditioner. And then we also
Awesome.
make some traditional hand salves, which are very nice for dry and damaged skin.
I wish you guys could be here and have the smell-o-vision so that you could smell how great this smells. I mean, it smells so fresh and clean, I guess. Fresh and clean.
Well, thank you.
It smells
Thank you.
great. And where can we find your products?
We have a lot of locations. We've been very fortunate to have some wonderful retail partners. Hy-Vee is perhaps our biggest customer.
Awesome.
Whole Foods, Festival Foods, the Willie Street Co-op here in town is great. Community Pharmacy, Context, a men's shop downtown. And then when you get to the burbs, we've got great support from my hometown grocer, Miller & Sons.
Awesome.
Isaac Soap Shop, and we're continuing to add smaller shops and pharmacies all the time. Speaking of pharmacies, Hometown Pharmacy has an extensive network here in the state, and they're a wonderful partner as well. So we're carrying, I think, 19 of their locations at this point.
So there's somewhere to find it wherever you are.
There is.
You can find it somewhere. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're branching into yoga studios and chiropractic offices
Wow.
and all kinds of stuff there as well.
So now you guys are really growing, like you said. What's next for your business?
More products, more people, and wider distribution. One of the things we've always done, we've always been very attentive to our customers, asking them questions about our products, what they would like to see from us.
Yeah.
So coming up soon, probably later this month or early March, we're going to launch our Global Initiative Series, which is basically fair trade products. We're also going to launch baby products.
Awesome.
We're going to come out with a sensitive skin deodorant. And we've got a few surprises for later on this year, too, with
my
holiday
gosh.
sets and all kinds of other great stuff.
So you mentioned some different ways that you see your business growing at this point with your global initiative. Any other ways or things we can expect to see?
That's a great question. We're very proud of the partners we have.
Yeah.
And bringing in other retail partners that share a similar philosophy is going to be huge for us. One of the things I also pride myself on is we've actually partnered with other business owners here in Wisconsin. For example, we've partnered with Oil and Ash Soap Company out of Milwaukee to actually make our soaps for us.
Wow.
My friend Katie makes our candles. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build my own business, but
Yeah.
also bring other smaller Wisconsin businesses along with us for the ride.
Wow. I love that. And kind of with everything that you've talked about today, is there a message you want to share with our viewers and that kind of applies to your business as well?
The message is buy local, support local.
Love it.
We love the fact that folks here in Madison have been so supportive, especially of local vendors like ourselves. And we want to remain true to our mission and who we are and serve the folks that really have helped us get off the ground here.
Again, Kyle LaFond, he's the founder of American Provenance. You can find them everywhere. Thanks so much for being with us today. It's been a
Yes,
treat.
thank
Thanks so
you.
much. And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town right after this. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. With me now, I've got Dale Homan, and he's the general chairman of the Zoar Shrine Circus, and the circus is coming to town.
Yes, it is.
Thanks so much for being with
Well,
us today.
thanks for having me here.
And now, when is the circus? It's coming up here.
The circus will be coming on February 17th, 18th, and 19th. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Perfect. And where's it going to be held this year?
Veterans Memorial Coliseum at the Lion Energy Center.
Perfect. So those are the details. And then again, the dates of the circus?
17, 18, and 19.
Okay. And are there different times throughout the day?
Yes, on Friday night it'll be at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
On Saturday we have 3 shows at 10, 2:30, and then again at 7.
Perfect.
And follow it up on Sunday with shows at 1 and 5 p.m.
Wow. So lots of options. If you want to go by yourself, if you've got a family, and you've got other plans during the weekend, there's a time to sneak it in
There's
there.
a time for everybody, and it's all family fun.
Now, where can people get tickets?
Tickets are available at all PDQ stores
Awesome.
and at the Dane County Ticket Office at the Coliseum, and they can be purchased online from Ticketmaster.
Awesome. And how much are the tickets?
General admission is $18,
Okay.
and reserved seats are $21.
Perfect. And now I want to get to the good stuff. I want to hear about the highlights that we're going to see at the circus this year.
There's the typical ones that we have. We always have circus elephants,
Sure.
everybody's favorite.
The classic.
The classic. There's clowns. There are the trapeze artists. There's the tigers that everybody likes, jugglers. But this year we have a new one coming in that I've never seen, and I'm looking forward to it myself. It's called Pork Chop Review.
Pork chop review.
Pork
All right,
chop
you got to tell me more.
Well, what I know about it, it's performing pigs.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody that I've talked to said it's the funniest show they've ever seen. So I'm definitely looking forward to catching that one.
Because pigs are pretty smart, at least what I've heard. Like
They are
equivalent to dogs.
They are very smart.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but I think pigs are pretty cute too.
Some of them can be.
I think especially if they're doing tricks and are coordinated, I think that's got to be pretty
That's
adorable.
got to be something. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do in the center ring of the circus.
Now, is one of them named Pork Chop? It's got to be.
You would think so. I'm sure they've got some very classy names for them.
Oh, that's wonderful. And now, I know you mentioned a couple other things that we can see at the circus. Do you have a personal favorite?
My personal favorite is high trapeze.
Sure.
I'd love to try it, but I'm never going to get that chance.
Oh, yeah. And I think there's something about the circus that going as an adult, I mean, I can remember going as a kid and just being amazed, by the different performances and people, swinging on ropes or motorcycles, going around in circles super fast. But going as an adult, there's something really fun about seeing that and being in awe and kind of feeling that childlike feeling again of being amazed.
That's what it is. It's where everybody can be a child.
Oh, absolutely.
It's amazing the number of people we talk to year in and year out as adults that are saying it's the first time they've ever been to a circus.
Really?
It's astonishing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you would think that's everybody's gotten to do as a
You would
kid.
think so, but
Wow. And are there any changes this year from last year?
well, the Pork Chop Review is
Okay.
a new one.
That's a new addition.
That's probably the biggest one we have.
Perfect.
We also have giveaways at intermission time. We're giving away 3 bicycles per show,
Awesome.
and there'll be helmets included with that. They'll be fitted by a group from the University of Wisconsin.
Oh, very
Sports
cool.
trainers.
What a cool giveaway and staying safe as well and promoting that.
Right.
That's perfect.
There'd be a couple other giveaways there too with Pizza Hut certificates and Circus World Museum
Awesome.
programs.
So really something for everybody. It's an event you don't want to miss. Go with your friends, go with your family, go with yourself. You'll be amazed. Again, this is Dale Homan with the Zor Shrine Circus. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're excited for it. And stay tuned to Talk of the Town. We'll be back with more right after this. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. With me now, I have Jeff Grundahl, and he is the owner and also the president of Brio Design Homes. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Good morning, Ellen, and thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I appreciate you being here. And tell me a little bit about Brio Design Homes and the types of homes that you guys build.
So Brio Design Homes is really truly a custom home builder. We build lots of different styles. We focus on style. We've never built the same home twice. And what we really spend time on is whatever meets the client's needs. We focus on everything from modern style to traditional style to timber frames. And we really spend time on understanding what the client needs in their home and in the environment of the home.
I like what you said that you don't build the same home twice, because you're probably never helping the same family twice. Everybody's family is different, your needs are different. So I think that's really special that you guys kind of have that specialization for each group you help. And now you've been in the business for over 25 years, correct?
That is correct, yes.
What advice do you have for people who are building a new home? I've never done it myself, but I can just imagine it just seems like this monumental task.
Yeah. Well, it can be a monumental task, and the advice I have for people, Ellen, is that they really should focus on the process.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great companies and a lot of great products on the market, but really understanding the journey or the race, whatever you want to call it, how you get to the end, and really spending time on how you're going to be handled through that process, and how you're going to pick your selections to how you're going to handle the finishes and the closeout. There's a different process everybody has, and we really suggest people interview for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's so many people out there who have it in their minds that I'm just going to do it myself.
Right.
But that is a huge task, and you can't be an expert in everything. And it's probably a big relief to hand it over to somebody who is.
It is for sure.
And now you guys offer different lots and locations. What do you guys kind of have in that selection of things?
Well, we don't actually inventory any property, but what we do have is we have the service that we help people go find properties. And
Perfect.
So when somebody say you wanted to build a house in a particular neighborhood or a particular area of the state, we would offer the service to go look at that property with you and help you understand if it's going to fit your goals and your desires, maybe your home design. Some people have a vision of having a different backyard than others, and certain sites fits that better than others.
That's a great point, because the lot that you choose, I'm sure, impacts a lot of what you can build upon it.
It does. If you're in a subdivision, you don't have a lot of choices, but on the other hand, you may have some choices, and so therefore, that is definitely something you should consider. If you're in the rural properties, understanding wind and sunlight and your neighbors and land use, all of those things come into play where you actually have the option of fitting your house to the site instead of fitting your site to the house.
Yeah, exactly. Now, also talking about home design, do you suggest if somebody is building a home, should you start with a designer or start with a builder?
Well, that's an age-old question.
Yeah, it's like the chicken or the egg.
It really is. And quite honestly, we have a saying in our office that we compare it to a race, and we always suggest that you put the winners on your team before the race. And we really suggest the same thing in design and build, is that you really pair up with a contractor and then a designer. Some places have that same service in-house. Others, that's 2 or 3 different people. But we always suggest, I think, for the success of people's jobs, that they put them on the team first.
I like that mindset. I think it's smart. And as far as new trends in homes right now, what are you guys seeing and incorporating to your designs?
Well, we're seeing we do a lot of personalization, and it's really about the lifestyle of our clients. But we see barn doors, sliding doors are very, very popular. Things like
I love that.
wine bars, things like coffee bars, recharging stations. Everybody has to have their device today, so they have to have a place to charge them. And it's important to find a place for those, so they aren't always sitting on your kitchen countertop. Those are some of the things, and we're also seeing a lot of trend, believe it or not, leaning back towards the brass color in fixtures. There's a new brass on the market, and it's becoming very popular.
Very cool. And quick before we go here, you guys created a new home quick start guide. that tells everybody everything you need to know in one area. And so tell us about that. How can we access that quick before we
You
go?
can access that on our website at briodesignhomes.com. It's in the top corner of the website, and you can download that, and plenty of information to help get you started.
What an awesome tool to have.
It's a great tool.
Jeff Grundahl, thank you so much for being with us today
Thank
with
you, Ellen.
Brio Design Homes. We
Appreciate
appreciate it. And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town right after this. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. With me now, I've got our news partner, the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Monona, and I've got Eric Hewitt. He's our pharmacist, our resident pharmacist here. Thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks again for having me back.
I appreciate it. And you guys are doing something special this February at the shop. And tell me about what you guys are doing. What's going on?
Sure. So I took over the pharmacy from the previous owner. It'll be 4 years in May. And one of my major initiatives, and I think the initiative of community pharmacy in general, is to operate, and give back to the community that they operate business in. And so we came up as a staff with what we could do, and we partnered with a local food pantry in Monona, which is operated by St. Stephen's Church, and we do a food drive for them for the entire month of February.
Oh, that's
So we have a
incredible.
barrel in the pharmacy that people
Yeah.
can come and drop off donations, and then at the end of the month we'll take those donations in.
So then after they go to the organization, who do those food donations go to?
It really stays very local for
Yeah.
us, and that's important for us, obviously. So it serves a lot of families on the east side and in the Monona area. Obviously, it's a food pantry. These families do not have to pay to go in there. Anybody that's in need can go and shop using the shelves and hopefully some of the items that we've allowed them to have on their shelves.
And I think people think a lot about donating food during Christmas time,
Yep.
the winter months, and now we're a couple months after that. Why this food organization and this food pantry at this time?
Yeah, so I reached out to them,
Yeah.
and kind of worked with them and say what would be the best time, and
Yeah.
and they did tell me, in fact, holidays, Thanksgiving time, they get great donations, and they don't want that to go away. Obviously, they need that, but this is still kind of the time that they have a little bit of a lull,
Right.
in their donations, and so we said, well, great, it'd be a perfect time for us to partner with you guys, and then kind of get an influx back of donations. So.
And now you guys are also rewarding and saying thank you to your patients that participate in the
Absolutely.
food drive in a kind of unique way, it sounds like.
Yeah, so we wanted to encourage people and say, like you said, say thank you to them for
Yeah.
partnering with us. And so for every item that's donated, you'll get a Medicine Shop dollar used towards an over-the-counter purchase.
Wow.
Unfortunately, you can't use it towards prescriptions. Insurance companies don't allow that.
Right.
But you can earn up to $5 for 5 donations to use towards an over-the-counter purchase in the future. Again, just to say thank you for helping us partner and helping out our community.
Why is it important for you guys to do something like this? And you're really involved throughout the entire year.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, and it's a vision that we took on being a community pharmacy, and I kind of mentioned it before,
Right.
Is the fact that we really want to give back and be a part of the community that we operate business in. It's not just our physical location, but we help out and we serve the families via their medications and a bunch of other things throughout the year. And this is another thing that we can partner with the city of Monona and the east side of Madison and say, hey, we want to do what's right by our community and give back to our community as well.
And now you guys are involved in a couple of other ways. We want to share those as well?
Yeah, so I'm involved with the Chamber of Commerce, so we do a lot of different volunteering events and things like that through them. We do drug take-back days,
Awesome.
which gets rid of any unused, unwanted, unneeded medications and safely disposes of them. So those are a few of the items that we do on a yearly basis and that we partner, again, trying to help be a helpful part of our community.
And what I think is really cool about what you guys do, you're so involved. And I know before you've brought on different products and things that you actually sell at your store that are made from people in the community.
Yep.
And I just think that's really unique.
Yeah, and again, if we can help out in a small way, obviously we're very medication focused.
Yeah.
So yeah, things like the headpiece, headbands that we've had on previous shows, yeah, goes towards the prescription drug abuse epidemic.
love
So
that.
just anything that we can do that helps bring awareness and then also can spotlight things for people around the community is something we're interested in.
So if people are watching and thinking that they'd like to drop off some food donations, what's the time frame from that and when can they drop
Yep.
those off?
So again, it's the entire month of February. We're open
Perfect.
from Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. and then Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So anytime during those business hours, please stop in, drop it off, say hi, and earn some medicine shop dollars.
Wonderful. Again, Eric Hewitt with our news partner, the Medicine Shop Pharmacy Monona. Thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for watching. You can find us next time only on Talk of the Town on Wisconsin's 57.